pretty shocking, but really happy for the team. One of the factories worked so hard this year to get a result like this. So
The Austrian GP was a roller coaster of emotions, and we need to talk about it. Lewis Hamilton had a tough weekend, but not all is lost. On the other side of the garage, George Russell surprised everyone with an unexpected victory. And Mercedes? Well, they are evolving, and this could be a game changer for the upcoming races. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the Austrian GP. We'll uncover the challenges Lewis faced, from car issues to that penalty that messed everything up. But that's not all. We'll also look at what Russell's victory means for the team, and, of course, talk about the expectations for Silverstone. After all, can our champion turn things around in his home race? The season is still going strong, folks, and Mercedes is poised to win with Lewis before he moves to Ferrari. It's going to be exciting. So, stay tuned. If you don't want to miss any details of this incredible journey, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Join us in this Formula One adventure. Let's talk about Lewis. Man, what a tough weekend he had in Austria. He didn't hold back in describing his performance. He said, "I've been pretty poor all weekend, not for lack of effort, but just generally slow. Authentic as always, right?" But what happened? It seems the drama started right on the first lap. Lewis suspects the car suffered damage there, especially on the floor. Imagine driving a Formula One car with the floor coming apart. It's like trying to race on a kart track with a broken cart, and it didn't stop there. Our champion had to swallow a 5-second penalty for made a rare mistake at the pit entry, crossing the white line. At that moment, even Toto Wolff, the Mercedes boss, came on the radio to boost his morale. He said, "Lewis, there's everything to play for here." It's the kind of moment that shows how much the team trusts him. In the end, Lewis finished fourth. It's not the result we expected, but hey, considering everything that happened, it wasn't too bad, right? And you know what's most impressive? Despite all these difficulties, Lewis didn't lose his class. He congratulated the team and Russell on the victory. That's true sportsmanship. So guys, what do you think? Was it just a bad weekend, or is there something more going on? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Now, let's talk about the other side of the coin, George Russell. Who would have thought the Austrian GP would be the stage for his second career victory, huh? It was one of those crazy races we love in F1. Russell started well, maintaining third position from the start. But fate had other plans. When Max Verstappen and Lando Norris got involved in an incident, boom! Russell saw the opportunity and grabbed it with both hands. He took the lead, and guys didn't let go. And hey, if you're enjoying these twists and turns as much as I am, hit that subscribe button. It helps a lot. But back to Russell, the guy showed incredible composure. He held off pressure from Oscar Piastri, who was right behind him, and crossed the finish line first. Imagine the adrenaline. And what does this mean for Mercedes? Well, it's a breath of fresh air, no doubt. Toto Wolff, always observant, commented, "George did a great job to keep almost in touching distance." This victory proves that Mercedes still has the fire to compete with Ferrari and maybe even with Red Bull. But the most important thing is what this means for the future. Mercedes is making progress, folks. They're getting there. And if Russell managed this victory, imagine what Lewis can do when things start to align. So, what do you think? Is Russell's victory a sign that Mercedes is coming back strong, or was it just beginner's luck? Comment below with your thoughts. Guys, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Mercedes is evolving, and that's big news. Look, even with all the troubles Lewis faced in Austria, you can see the team is on the right track. Lewis himself acknowledged this. He said, "I'm really happy for the team. Everyone at the factory worked so hard to get a result like this. And it's not just talk. Russell's victory is proof that the car is becoming competitive. Okay, maybe it's not at Red Bull's level yet, but it's getting there. And if there's anyone who knows how to get the most out of an evolving car, it's Lewis Hamilton." Toto Wolff, the head of Mercedes, is super confident. He even said, "We're going to win a race with Lewis this year." Look at the level of confidence, guys. And he has reasons to be optimistic. Remember the brilliant race Lewis had in Barcelona? Well, that was just a taste of what's to come. The team is working hard behind the scenes to solve the problems that still persist. They're focused on improving the car's stability, especially in tough conditions like those faced in Austria. And there's more. Every race is a learning opportunity. The data collected at the Austrian GP from both Lewis and Russell's cars will be crucial for making fine adjustments and making the car even faster. Now that we've talked about Lewis's tough weekend, Russell's surprise victory, and Mercedes' evolution, let's get to the exciting part. What's next? Next stop, Silverstone. And you know what that means, right? It's Lewis Hamilton's home race. Just imagine the scene. Lewis arriving at Silverstone hungry for redemption after the Austrian GP. He knows every corner of that track like the back of his hand. And the best part? The British fans will be there in full force cheering his name. Lewis himself is super excited. He said, "It's always such a special weekend and I can't wait to see all the fans there. It's a track that should suit us a bit better than here in Austria, so let's see what we can do." And there's more. Mercedes usually does well at Silverstone. The fast and flowing layout tends to favor their car's characteristics. If the engineers can fix those issues that cropped up in Austria, we might see Lewis Hamilton flying. But the burning question is, can Lewis get on the podium? Or maybe even win? Just imagine the celebration if that happens. Will Lewis turn things around at Silverstone? Will it be the turning point in his season? The excitement is just beginning and we'll be here to cover every second. Guys, the season is heating up, and Lewis Hamilton's situation is more exciting than a championship final. Think about it. We have one of the greatest drivers of all time, with 7 world titles, in a team that dominated F1 for years. But now they're in a race against time. Why? Because Lewis is leaving Mercedes at the end of the season, folks. That's right, our hero is moving to Ferrari in 2025. And here's the kicker. Mercedes and Toto Wolff are determined to secure at least one more victory with Lewis before he leaves. Can you feel the pressure? Each passing race is one less opportunity. Each winless weekend increases the anxiety. Will they succeed? And it's not just the team feeling the tension. Lewis himself must be feeling the weight of this expectation. Just imagine. He wants to leave Mercedes on a high note, prove he still has what it takes to win, show the world that the move to Ferrari isn't the end, but a new beginning. But the challenges are enormous. Red Bull is flying, McLaren is improving every race. Time is running out, chances are dwindling. So, will they succeed? Will we see Lewis on the top step of the podium one more time in Mercedes colors? Or will this historic partnership end without a final glory? Tension is in the air, folks. Every race now is a final. Every lap is crucial. The clock is ticking, and the story of this season is far from over. But to not miss any details of this incredible journey, do this. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. That way you stay on top of all the news and analyses. See you next time, folks.